Hi, Doug Burke from Douglas Tackle World here with Stuart Grice. How you going, Stuart?
Yeah, good, Dougie. How are you, mate?
Fantastic.
That's good.
And the team here at Douglas Tackle World, we are here to tell you about this week's fishing report.
We are.
Stuart, we've got a little bit of goss, as in the marlin a bit around, the mackerel are being off and on.
Yeah.
But there is a bit of a quiet bite period at the last few days.
There has been, mate.
Yeah,
It's been really evident that
Yep.
fish bite on that bite time, Dougie. And I
100%.
mean, you've always praised it,
Yep.
said that's
That's
you've
it.
run by it, and it's, yeah.
I went against my rules yesterday. It
Yep.
showed a 0 bite period from 3 to 9 a.m. or something yesterday. And I thought, I'm going to prove it wrong.
Yeah.
It proved me wrong. We lost one Spanish at the back of the boat. But anyhow, it was very quiet, but they did catch a couple later in the morning as the morning progressed. So, I don't know.
Yeah, I reckon I'm just going to put that into my book of excuses, which isn't very big, but I mean, hanging around you, Dougie, I mean, there's been a couple of excuses kicking around, and the book's getting bigger. That's okay. We'll roll with that.
I'm going to add more pages to it, Stuart.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to tell you what's happening this weekend, though. So, it looks like a cyclone forming up north, but we won't see any of that till, well, every minute changes. So
it's changing lots,
So, Australia Day next Friday week was meant to be hooting past here at about 40 knots winds and 50 knot winds on the coastline here. Now it's showing it sort of sitting up near Bundy or Gladstone somewhere out of fair way off there. So looks like Australia weekend we might be in for a good weekend.
Possibly,
Not
hopefully.
too bad, possibly. So it's complete opposite to what we saw this morning. So who knows? But in saying that, this weekend, Stuart, so now it's actually not too bad for this weekend. So Saturday was meant to be like a 20 knot southerly, but now it's showing as back to about 10 knots. Yeah. Southeast. It gets up to maybe 14.
Yeah. Late in the day, but.
Late in the day, mate, yeah. And Sunday morning looks like about at least lunchtime around 5 knots.
Yeah.
Yeah, so pretty good. And tomorrow, Friday, is also not too bad. It's also around about 5 to 15 knots sort of thing. So, and then the afternoon it drops out to like 0. So you've got to go ashore tomorrow night, and if there's not too much swell, that might be right.
Yep.
Yeah, so anyhow, getting back to the report. So we're talking about this weekend, the 19th, 20th and 21st of January. That's
maybe,
correct.
something like that, yep.
I would be probably looking at maybe the mackerel, Stuart. The water's still dirty, but that subtly's pushed in some beautiful blue water. Yep. Like I said, I was out yesterday morning, and it was, once you hit about 25, 28 metres deep, it was like purple. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
So from there out it's fantastic. But in close, Stuart, it's
still a bit green.
It's a bit green, yeah.
Yep.
But the mackerel, I've caught lots of mackerel and green water.
Yeah, and a lot of the time that green water does just float as well.
Yeah,
so
that's
it is nice and clean and warmer down below, believe it or not.
Correct, yeah, that's correct. So, guys, I would probably maybe look at palmy, I don't know, mermaid maybe. If the Spanish mackerel start to show up at the front here, they're definitely going to be showing up at mermaid. Yeah. Gravel patch. I wouldn't go up to jumping pin at this stage, I don't think. I'd be more sticking around the Sarah Town.
Yeah, definitely here and south.
Yeah, 18 fathoms. The Diamond Reef, look, they may be there, but I wouldn't bother really kicking in there till probably the end of the month before the closure. Yeah. So we have got a mackerel closure, guys, from the 1st of February to the 21st of February, Stuart.
Yeah.
And then it reopens again. Then until
March,
it kicks
the 21st
back,
of March.
It kicks back in again, that's right. Yeah, so if you're going to go get them, it's going to be the next sort of 10 days. Yeah. Or 12 days. Yeah. Go get them. So we're doing actually a seminar on mackerel tonight, which you can watch that on our YouTube page in very near future. Stewie, so we'll get back to the mackerel fishing. So spotted mackerel, palmy, a few Spanish, a few Spanish at the front here, trolling hard bodies or trolling baits as well. It's not too bad. Yeah. And then out further, the snapper in close. Look, the current's not too bad, but the water temperature's picked up a lot. It's like 27. Yeah, in close, so we're 26.7 yesterday or something like that. Yeah, so it's pretty warm. That was in 18 fathoms. So I dare think the snapper may be there, but probably not
like they were.
No, not like they were.
Right, yeah.
The 36 fathom reefs though, be worth a try around the fads. There's no current or little current. Yeah. There's a big current coming in out wide during the week, on the weekend and next week, but it won't affect us in here too much. Yeah. And the fads or 36s, been dolphin fish around there. Yep. Live bait's been good. You love casting and plastics too?
Casting plastics. A little stick baits as well, Dougie. Like they've been working good. So small sink-in ones, little bibbed ones as well. Anything that sinks. Because you can kind of count it down. Like with all that fishing pressure, they get pushed down, so you need to sink that lure or bait or whatever down to them.
Yes. And have you tried casting like those high-speed poppers, Stu?
Yeah, these work not too bad as well. Like first thing, if you're the first or second boat, you can run those like cone-style poppers and really work them quick across the top, and they love them.
They like it, yeah.
If not, Dougie, skirts, pretty good, mate.
So skirts are pretty good. So the deal on the marlin, like we all know that they were catching lots of marlin on live baits out around Spot X all the way down the deep trags. That's about 14K run or 15K run from half up Stratty to out of Q1. And you're fishing in that sort of 85 metre mark, 84 metre mark. And as we said the other day, some boats are getting like 20 fish, and a lot of boats got 10 fish or a bit less. And then earlier this week, it was the same deal again. Guys are getting like 4 or 5 or 8 fish a day in a session. But yesterday, which is the same day I was at mackerel fishing, they went a bit quiet. It's a no bite period. And and anyhow, I spoke to a couple of elderly gentlemen up here from South Australia today, and they said they were with the pack of boats, 20 boats there, and there was a couple of fish getting caught, but it's quiet. So they decided to put some skirts out and do some trolling away from the pack. And straight away, bango, they got a nice black. And
right.
I dropped one, I think, as well. So so trolling little skirts like you just showed then, Stuart, they're perfect, Yeah. Just little fellows, keep them small, 6-inch or 8-inch. The fish are a good size. Like they're up to 80 kilos, I guess.
Yeah.
But, there's no little marlin around at the moment. They're all big. So good fun. Dolphin fish is bycatch. A lot of dolphin fish caught this week as well. Trolling skirts around. And they were quite good fish, like up to about 1.4 metres or 1.3 metres. So quite good fish. The guys that were fishing are low slimies around the fads obviously did really well as well. Yep. So 36 fathoms. If you're going to go chase some snapper, maybe try around the fads or any of your favourite snapper marks on 36s. 50 fathoms. Definitely snapper there too, Stu. And there's been some good pearlies caught. Was it last weekend or last Friday? Wednesday, Friday. There's some good pearlies caught out in about 100 metres as well. Kings, because Kings caught as well, so the Kings around as well. The only thing is this weekend is watch the swell. It's dropped off substantially since a couple of days ago, and yesterday was even fairly decent on the sets, but it has dropped off a lot today. But it's still there. It's still like 1.4, 1.5 metres and probably 2.5 or 2 on the sets. I think the weekend will remain the same, and then you'll probably see starting early next week, it'll start kicking in, or late next week, sorry, probably midweek. It'll start kicking in from that cyclone up north. So expect to see a bit of swell from the north actually coming in. Stu, deep dropping last was not too bad as well. Deep dropping was okay as well, so give the deep dropping a go. There may be some blue marlin coming out that current, but I can't guarantee that. So there you go. Offshore, other than that, spanish crabs, no current. You've got to go spanish crabbing at the moment. You have to try it if you got the time. And Sunday morning, no wind, well, it's perfect for spanish crabs. Give that a crack if you want. Sunday morning's really good. And that's probably it for offshore, I think. Well, anything you want to ask for now?
Just spinning metals for the little, what's the names as well? The mackerel down Palmy and stuff.
I was going to say.
It's been really good.
Yeah.
Those hybrid, those Smarky Flash, really, really good. Dougie, they're so easy to work, mate. They swim effortlessly.
Perfect.
You don't have to spin them too fast. Apart from that, these things work not too bad too. Dougie spinning. We caught a few on them late last year.
I'm going to try some this week. Next time I get a mackerel fish, I'm going to hook those out and put 3 of them out and rip around about 12 knots and drop about 80 metres back. And I reckon I'll get spotties on them like you don't believe.
Very similar to the old pink skirt theory, Dougie.
Exactly right. And we were trying these ones yesterday, the trackers. That's what strike on, but we missed the fish. But that last season we just absolutely brained them on those. They're great lures. Deep divers.
And some new ones from Nomad, Dougie.
There's a couple of new ones that's high speed.
If you're always in a hurry and you want to travel everywhere fast, these things here, 18 plus knots, I reckon they're good for, Dougie. I mean, you've got to have pretty tight drag. They're going to work pretty hard, but full range of them in stock at the moment as well. We're ready to go.
Or Bibble Spino, troll those around. And that's jiggy on the kingies. Stu, we got some new balls. We got actually a fair bit of new stuff from Japan, guys, that you can't normally get around the local traps. We do it ourselves, and there's a whole variety of stuff, but this is just a bit of it. Some ball jigs which we're doing, Japanese, and really, really good. Some tungsten ones as well.
Yeah. A couple of new theories thrown in the mix, but they look really good, Dougie, and different shape. The fish haven't seen them yet, so they've got to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
Going back to our grassroots, used to do that years ago, bring a lot of Japanese stuff in, we'll get back into it again. So watch this space. Yeah. Stewie, inshore. Okay, jumping pin. I noticed there's a new drain, a new gutter forming on front of the second lagoon. This is the third lagoon.
Third lagoon.
That's correct.
Yeah. Oh, look, I haven't been up there for a little bit, but it's definitely growing. Like over the last 8 months, it's getting deeper. There's a bit of weed in there already, and it's kind of pushing out. So
I saw a picture this morning from the guys that go up to Lady Ella every day.
Yeah,
and it was a very amazing picture to see. So where the second, you got the big basin at the end of South Stratty, and then you got the new basin which formed a few years ago, which you used to fish off the northern end of it and catch whiting and dart in the surf there, and just inside the bar. Well, now there's actually a gutter in there, and there's another bank on the other side of that that you fish off the surf now. High tide it may just go under, but low tide is well exposed.
Yeah, right.
And there's actually a drain there now, so you could probably fish for whiting in that drain because it's quite nice and shallow and long.
Long, yeah.
Yeah, and hooks right around to the front of South Stratty. So if you want to go whiting fishing, I'd be probably giving that a crack at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah, a bit of clean water around there too, a bit of beach break.
That's right. So high tide will fill up clean water and fish, hopefully. So give that a go for whiting maybe. There might be some big flatties even resting in there as time goes on. The other thing I noticed too, the creek that comes out of Swan Bay, which normally hooks around the end of North Stratty on the east side, is now nearly closed off to the east, and the bank at low tide particularly forces that Swan Bay to drain out right up near Duck Creek. So I would dare think that would be the new Flathead haven.
Yeah,
I'll be sitting up that end of it.
A lot of fish are definitely going to be moved. Yeah, that's right.
They'll be at the other end now. So a lot easier to fish that area because it's not as much tidal influence and also not as rough and less trees.
Yep.
So, but make sure you're not in the green zone.
That's right.
Yeah, very important. Fishing 2.0, that's the app to get. It's free, it's on your phone. Fishing 2.0, it's a fisheries app, and it shows you live, and it works on satellite as well as data. It doesn't need data though to work. So you can't use that as an excuse if you've got no data because it still works. Yep. So it will show you where you are. You say, can I fish here? And if you see yourself sitting in the green zone, you shouldn't be there. Get out of there and fish on the right area. Yeah.
Yep.
Great thing for mackerel fishing too.
Yeah.
Okay, Stewie, flatties. Are there any flatties up there?
There has been a few flatties up there. Definitely work that shallower stuff.
Yep.
Big hard bodies work really good. I've actually forgotten them, but as well over that shallow stuff.
Fishing trip.
High tide, high tide, Dougie. Heaps of whiting on the, as you said, baits, but surface lure's been working not too bad as well.
Yep.
And you get flatties on them and brooms, and a bit of all round stuff. As well.
The Daiwa Silver Wolf do a great range of lures, and those ones, particularly with the assist hooks on the back, very good for whiting.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've got them in different sizes as well.
Yeah.
Stewie, these fellows here, mate.
Yeah. So
there are a couple of new
trolling
ones as
for Taylor and stuff like that up that
it's
end.
Still there.
Last of the run in.
Water's dirty, but still there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still birds diving, still Taylor happening.
Yeah.
I reckon you get a few flatties probably around maybe the northern end of Tipler's Channel, around Pandanus in that area, or Goldbank area.
Yeah, that water's still going to be a bit discoloured, but I mean, if you run something bright, like those little fat betties or something like that, they're definitely going to see it. There's a bit of vibration there, a bit of noise, so they're going to kind of hone in on it, hopefully.
Yep.
And little vibes, little blades have been pretty good as well. So I like shiny stuff.
Yeah, they've been
dirty water.
They've been really good around Crab Island as well.
Yeah,
both sides, both channels, either side, east and west of Crab, around Rhino Bay and Kurrajee, sorry.
Yeah,
Kurrajee. Otherwise, guys, try for crabs and muddies in the Logan, definitely muddies around the Pimpama.
Yeah,
plenty of mud crabs, and there's been a few sand crabs. The water's dirty. There's still plenty of sand crabs. I can't believe it.
Yeah,
so that's worth a go as well. Back down the Broadwood end of town, like whiting back away break, whiting around the banks, anywhere from sort of the Gold Coast Bridge all the way to Crab, all the banks, all the way through. Edges, nighttime, definitely fish the edges in the deep edges in the dark, and daytime to get up in that shallow water on that high tide, which is going to be around midday at the moment, or a bit after that, probably around about actually mid-afternoon. And give that a go. And it's too dirty for gar at the moment. The gar should start coming in soon, but it's too dirty for them at the moment. They don't like it so much. Stewie, bream everywhere.
Bream everywhere, mate. Yeah. Yep. Especially around the seaway, that type of thing. Yep. That deeper water.
A bit of few snapper as well.
Yeah.
Like 40, 50 centimetre size.
Yeah.
How about Jew, mate? Any Jew around?
Yeah, Jewy's around the north wall of the seaway, and there's been a few jacks around there too for the guys live baiting. So.
Yep. Okay, give that a go. Yeah. And if you're going to head for jacks around the canal, Stew, is it a bit dirty or?
Look, it's still dirty, but I'd definitely just work around the mouths.
It's humid.
So it's humid as.
Like
they should be on the chew. I'd definitely run something with a bit of flash, like just slow rolling hard bodies and that type of thing. They should work pretty good, or plastics, doggies.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, 4-inch pad tails.
Yep.
Really good.
Yeah.
Stewie, up the dam. Let's go up the dam.
Up the dam, mate. So obviously, can you fish in?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen any closure signs or anything like that happening, or any reports. I'm going to speak to Ray Kennedy, ask him. He'll know everything. But definitely worth a crack up there.
Yep.
If the dam's got the gate closed, that means normally you can't. Like it's open at 5:30 in the morning. So if it's closed at 6, you rock up there. That means the dam's closed.
Yeah.
So they do close it sometimes when the spillway starts spewing over pretty heavy. At the moment, it's running about 103%.
Yeah, so it's going over, but not heaps.
Not heaps, that's right. But hopefully, if we get the cyclone, hopefully it doesn't hit landfall down our area, because it'll dump a lot of rain and it'll be flooding.
It'll go over. Yeah.
It's already over. It'll be pouring over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, little surface laws early in the morning over that newly covered vegetation, really good. Spinnerbait's bit of a no-brainer, but they're always good, just slow rolling. And Dougie, you can turn your plastics into a spinnerbait as well, mate.
Yes, we do have the equipment here to do that too.
Gold Rush colour's always been one of my favourites. Little 1/4 ounce jig head, and one of those little spinners, it's called a jig spin, turns it very snagless, and it's cheaper. Yeah,
very good. So very good, mate. Yeah. That's a good call. Give that a crack.
Yeah.
Okay, mate. And Stu, that's about probably on our fishing report for you guys and us. Next week we are running another seminar. We're looking at doing it on the Wednesday night, because Thursday night a lot of people go away for Australia weekend.
Yeah.
So we decided to bring it forward today. If you'd like to book in, we're doing it on mackerel on baits. And also we're going to cover a little bit of lures again, but just be mainly mackerel on baits. Rigging up baits for Spanish, as in gar, saris, slimies, the whole works.
All that stuff,
And then also rigging up pillies for float lining.
Yep.
And trolling pillies as well.
Yeah.
So mackerel, Spanish and spotties. And one of our favourite things to do. Yeah. So that's next Wednesday night. You're welcome to give us a buzz and book in. That's it, Stewie?
That's it.
Okay. Don't forget to follow us on our YouTube page and our Facebook and Instagram pages, and let your friends know as well. Thank you very much. Dougie Burt, Stewie Grice, and the team here, Douglas Sackville. See you next week.
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.